It's been a lot of fun. We've been getting in here early, getting a chance to get a feel for one another, and that's about it. Just playing pickup games, getting in the weight room, just getting to know one another.
The other guys answer the same question.
Same thing what Paul said. The workout's been cool. We come in here, we run against each other. We've been running with each other. We come in here super early, 1, 2, and 3, probably the first ones to be in here in the morning. We're just socializing, similar to what Paul said. Nothing more, nothing less than that.
But also for the young guys too, to get a feel of what we are, who we are, what we do. It's one thing for us to see each other, but to rub off on some of the young guys and what they do and what they need to learn to do to help us out throughout the season. Finding the chemistry, not just on the floor, but in the locker room, talking about different things throughout the rigors of the NBA and definitely in the weight room. So it's definitely been good for all of us.
Have you learned anything about each other that you didn't know?
It's just interesting just to be around these guys who've been in the same situation as me, carried franchise for a long period of time, and even at this point in their careers, just checking out how they go about their everyday approach and what they do to get better. Those are some of the things I'm learning. I'm still getting better at. Just learning from these two guys who've just been around, just seeing their approach every day. Even though it's early September since we've been in here, just the work and the amount of time they put in.
Paul, I think you better repeat something like going over to Europe. Given the number of you guys in the team, are you guys sort of happy you're going to get that time away, time to bond together?
I think it's going to be great for us. When I think about the whole situation I've had at training camp here, it's kind of like you go to practice and then, we all go our separate ways. Go home to our wives or girlfriends or whatever it may be. Whereas we're in a situation, I think, about going overseas is, we're forced kind of to bond with each other. So, we have our practice. After practice, it's like, the guys are probably going to more likely hang out with one another, see the city wherever we're at, give ourselves a chance to bond with one another. And it's going to be a great experience because we all going to be out there in a foreign country. And we just got to stick together.
Any reason, was it either one of you guys' ideas to do this together? And any meaning behind that? Or?
Yeah, I think Heather and the PR go for this right here. We can't take no credit for nothing that's going on today.
Kevin, Ray, when you guys put your uniforms on, did you take a look in the mirror and start to get used to this thing? Or?
Absolutely. I love the way this feels on me.
We talked about it a couple times. This is probably about our third time putting it on, and every time we put it on, no offense to the teams we played on prior to this, but we always comment on how much better this jersey feels than the last team we played for. So, it's definitely a great fit for us.
I've been telling Paul that this material is not like this everywhere, so it's good material.
I just want them to get a feel for themselves. They tried it on. I told them we got that grade A material, not that stuff that they've been wearing. So, as you can see, as you can hear, it feels good on them.
Well, how's your elbow, Ray? How's your ankle?
Elbow's great.
No problems with ankles.
How do you guys feel about being called the new Big Three?
Privileged.
I feel privileged. It's a great thing for this organization, but I want the people out there to know is that, there's a lot of complexity to this team. It's not just the three of us that are going to make this thing work. We've added James Posey, Scott Pollard, Eddie House. Don't forget about Rajon Rondo and Tony Allen and Brian Scalabrine. All those guys can play. We got a lot of young talent. So there's more to this team, just three of us sitting here. And I think for us to be successful, we're going to have nights where Rondo's going to have a big night where he's going to have to carry the team. And he's going to use us to do that, but he's going to have to do that for us. So I think we'll see each one of these guys grow out there as we play each game this year.
Yeah, what's been your adjustment like? You've been in Minneapolis for many years, just getting used to Boston, not just uniform, but the city and everything.
It's cool. Getting acclimated in the city, trying to figure my way around highways, areas, where certain shops are, things of that such. Other than that, the weather, is a little different. I don't really have to wear my fleece like I used to, and a lot more T-shirts right now. But it's no different from anybody else or anything. You're new here. I'm sure some of the things that you're going through, experiencing, I'm doing some of the same things. Getting acclimated in the city, in the new city. The thing that three of us shares, like Paul said earlier, was that the three of us have carried teams, and it feels good to have help. To be honest, to know that you're not always front and center in the situation. I'm gonna bring what I bring to the table, but it's good. It's great to know that you got two other guys that have not only experience but have the know-how along with the experience in games, not just in regular games, and playoff games also. So I'm privileged more than anything to be in this situation, to be where I'm at in my career. And these are two very humble people, man. That probably makes it even more tasteful. We come in, we work out in the morning, and the one thing that I see, I used to think I was a little different or a little crazy when it came to working out and how I saw myself, but after talking to these two, I feel right at home because they are just as crazy as I am. Yeah, so it puts me a little more at ease, if you will.
Ray, Kevin, you guys get a chance.
Absolutely. You can't. It's what you look at when you come in here. It's the first thing that catches your eye when you come in here.
What expectations do you have from the team and also for yourself?
Expectations for myself is always to be the best, to go hard, to work as hard, to try to make my teammates better. I think as a team, our expectations for ourselves are going to be high. I know just from the three of us on how we've been talking and conversating with each other, it's important that we learn each other's game. Paul said it the best, man. We went on a photo shoot not too long ago, and he said, man, it's important for everybody to be who they are and to adjust to that. We're three unselfish guys who want to win, and when you have those philosophies, that base already there with communication, sky's the limit. We're going to be what we're going to be because of the three of us and how we come in, set the tone for not just the season but preseason practices. That's it. Pretty much good head start, Pretty good head start, man. We're coming in here, we're working out. No one's forcing us to come in here. No one's told us that we had to come in here. We know that it's important. We're committed towards this thing, man. It wasn't something that we just talked about, and we haven't proved anything. We haven't won any games. We haven't set any records or anything. We know that it starts now. To be the best, we know it starts right now.
I think we've all been in different buildings around America and some overseas in different sports, football, baseball, or even basketball. And we've seen the intensity playoff, whether it be playoff or regular season, that these buildings have shown for their particular teams. And my expectation, I have many expectations, but the one great expectation I have in this situation is for the building, the TD Bank North Garden, to be feared every night when people come into that building. The opposing team, the home crowd's going to walk in that building. No, man, we're going to a Celtic game. It's a great time. We're going to have a blast. And anybody who's not with us is against us, and they're in for a long night. And that's what I want that environment to look like and to feel like.
How do you guys feel now that the ticket sales, tickets are off the charts, and they're capping leagues, and they're sold out, and they're fabulous for you guys?
Absolutely. Looking forward to this year. Paul and I inadvertently was at the same department store, and just everywhere I go, that particular situation, people's in the parking lot. So we know the city's excited. So it's a great time to be in New England right now.